I'm quitting for real. Hey everybody, doing this video, I'm going to give you some explanation and maybe some advice. So, I know I talked about it on my live on Monday, that I was having like a panic attack, or I had one earlier, and they stink. I don't get them often, but I do get them every once in a while. Well, the reason I was having a panic attack was because of YouTube. Not the people on YouTube, not anything like that. It was the analytics. Hopping on and looking and trying to learn and trying to create and trying to become better. I know that some of my content, for some people lately, may be boring. I'm trying to throw in some comedy, trying to throw in some old stuff, trying to mix it up. That's what I've been trying to do. I get that that can be boring for some people. I get why they're not watching. I get that people are busy. People are watching other people. There's tons of people out there to be watching. That's not the issue. It's physically, for me, looking at the analytics. And if I could give anybody a piece of advice, if you're starting a YouTube channel, you have a YouTube channel, don't look at your analytics. I think it takes the fun out of it. And that's why the name of the title of the video, I'm quitting. I'm quitting looking at the analytics. You sit back and you can see everything, and it doesn't do you any good, because you're looking at numbers that possibly don't mean anything, because it could just be the day. It could be the fact that the weather's nice and people are outside and they're not watching. It could be 2 days later and your video starts getting views. There's a gazillion reasons why not to look at the analytics. Once you get monetized, once you have your subscribers and all that stuff, I get it. I did it when I was starting off. I looked at the analytics constantly and I kept doing it. It became an addiction, looking at analytics. If you ask anybody that I talk to regularly, you talk to Carrie, Byron, Brian at Vineyard Farmhouse, any of those channels, I'm constantly looking at the analytics, and I thought I had some of it figured out, and I apparently didn't. And that's why I'm doing this video, is to explain why there is an importance behind it. You can figure out, it shows you when people are watching you the most, or you can kind of see, if you look at your videos, you can see what kind of videos people like the most. I get looking at that, but when you get into the numbers of, just for instance, I have it open in front of me, so I'm going to look. But if you look at, if you go into the audience and you look at the audience and you're like, okay, and my audience has drastically changed. There's younger people that are watching now. And I love everybody that watches me. It doesn't matter what your age is, but it's changed. I have a 18 to 24 group. I have a 25 to 34 group. I never had those before. And that's something brand new. And maybe I need to keep my excitement up. Like I've been super happy that panic attack, it was something that happened. Because I was looking at it, I was like, I'm spending so much time learning this new software and trying to implement it into my videos, and I'm spending a lot of time. And I think, with Amanda working now, I don't get to see my wife a whole lot, which stinks. I appreciate her working, and she needs to be working right now because we need it to be able to take care of stuff. But it stinks. It's not all that much fun. I know Darcy hates it too, and Aiden doesn't like it because they don't get to see Mom all that much. But it's something that we're doing. But it also gives me a driving force to keep this going and to become better and better and try to figure out what I need to do to get this to work out long term for me, whatever it may be. I'm happy with it just being a side thing. If one day it did become my full-time thing, which I'm sure it would take forever to get there, and I'm okay with that, it's just stay away from focusing your time and energy on numbers. That's my biggest mistake. And I've heard people say it before. And I don't want to see anybody get stuck down that path that I have. That's probably my biggest mistake, is the amount of time that I spend looking at the numbers and not thinking about what I'm going to do for my next video or how I'm going to edit it or this or that. And stuff gets pushed off to the side because I'm too focused on analytics and numbers. And YouTube changes the way they do stuff. You know, I put out a video a little bit ago. It was an older video that I did. I'm recording this after I released the video, and it was Wednesday night I put it out. And it was the Wild Night fishing video, which was an older video that I went in, I redid the thumbnail, I went in, tried to clean it up, try to clean up the sound, try to do some different stuff with it. Not that much changed with it. It was kind of difficult. I spent a ton of time, and that's how I'm learning how to use the software. I'm using Power Director now. 12 Stones Ranch got me kind of hooked on it, and I really like it. I like what it can do, but it's a big learning curve coming from what I was doing with editing on my phone. I did most of my editing on my phone, if not almost all of it. Actually, I did do all my editing on my phone for 2 years. The program that I used on my phone, I loved it. It was great. It did everything I needed it to do. It looked okay. I did a lot of really recording with my phone. I did a lot of really recording with the GoPro. It was neat because there's the GoPro Quick app, so I could get all the stuff from my GoPro right onto my phone, upload it, and be done with it. But now I got new things I'm learning, and you have to be able to evolve. And I think a lot of times in my life, trying to get through things, I haven't evolved when it came to things. And that's something that I've been working on myself as a person, is trying to evolve with things. So I'm trying to learn. But listen, people, anybody out there, you're thinking about starting a channel, if use the studio and the analytics, just do your thing. Get out there, put out the content, be happy with it, do the best you can, learn what you're doing, learn how to do it good. And that's what I think I've missed on most of my stuff, is that I was too concerned with numbers and analytics. And I'm letting you know my downfall, so that hopefully you guys don't make the same mistake, which it's really easy to fall into. So anyways, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to go over. Sorry if anybody thinks the title was clickbait. It isn't. I am quitting something. I'm quitting looking at my analytics. That's something that I'm doing right now. I'm not going to be doing it anymore. I hope that everybody has a fantastic night. I'm not sure if me and Mrs. Backwoods are going to go live on Friday or night or not. We may. There's always a possibility. So if we do, we hope to see you there. If there will be videos coming out over the weekend, and I'm trying to think. I think that's it. But Buck's got some stuff coming up too. I know he's been working on. We're working on the Buck and Barb stuff. There's just a ton of stuff going on, and I'm trying to keep my head on straight. But I'm gonna do it. So love you guys. Slime on, as Buck always says. Shirts are for work.